Nothing like a little walk and talk to close off the workday. At the park right now, walking on some gravel. Might switch onto the grass later, do some barefoot walking. But for now, I'm just getting the blood flowing because my legs are pretty sore from the past couple days of workouts. But yeah, I definitely gotta stick to a more, I don't want to say regimented schedule for uploads, but I don't like this whole doing them on random days just because I forget to do them early in the week thing. I think the ideal schedule for me is doing a sort of walk and talk deal, but on Sundays, because Sundays are my rest days per se. And I would be doing longer walks then in the morning as well. And those like walks are sort of my favorite time to mentally or verbally throw up, I guess, all the stuff that I'm thinking about. But anyway, I didn't really know what I was going to talk about in this one. And I still don't really know, but I do know that I want to focus on this phrase or quote or what have you that I heard a long time ago. And that was when you treat people as they are, they only become worse. But if you treat them as they could be, you help them become the person that they were always meant to be, or something like that. Something along those lines. And I guess the reason that stuck with me so much when I was younger is because one of my family members would always treat another one of my family members like he was going to do something just out of the ordinary, out of pocket, just something absurd, because that's the idea he had of him in his mind. And I always saw it as like a very unfair treatment. And like I never told him that because of certain reasons, but it would always like flash up in my mind, like if he would just treat this kid as if he weren't a delinquent all the time. I'm going to turn around just because I'm headed towards the road right now. It's getting pretty loud. But if you treat this kid as if he weren't a delinquent all the time, and treat him as if he were, I don't know, just like a good kid, then maybe he would turn out to be a good kid. And I sort of see myself faltering in this way of thinking, or I have seen myself faltering in this way of thinking recently with some people that are close to me. And it's mostly just like mental berating, like they'll say something that they'll say like, I don't know, they'll say anything that would piss me off, and I would just go on this mental tirade of, oh, they're always like this, so annoying, this, that, and the third. But really all that does is sort of put them into a box, and I don't know, just, it's not the right way to go about things, I don't think. Especially when those mental, I guess, is beratement a word? No. Those mental tirades turn into the real thing, like turn into, I guess, when those mental tirades turn into the way I treat somebody in person, I guess, you know. Yeah, but it's just something I want to be more careful of, more cognizant of going forward, because I see myself doing that with people that I love, you know. You know, it might not seem like I love them if I'm mentally berating them or like talking shit about them in my head, but I think you could have both. It's just not very sustainable, and it's not something that I'm proud of, not something that I want to continue doing, but I do think it's possible to have both. It's just a matter of cutting out the preconceived notions of this person in my head and look towards the future of like what they could be, rather than what they are now or what they were in the past. Yeah. I don't know if there's much more else to say. I was sort of hoping for this one to be I was hoping for this one to be a bit more profound, but I wasn't really expecting it. So I just want to get a video out there. Just get my thoughts out there, you know. Make it a habit of speaking, orating, and looking back on my progress. But yeah, key takeaway: treat people as they could be, not as they are right now, because you'll only make them worse when you can possibly make them better. Catch you in the next one.